Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're here for the first time, honey child, you're welcome. Just don't forget to hit that subscribe button, post notification bell so you can be notified every time a honey posts a video. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for deciding to watch yet another video. In today's video, I am going to be talking about reasons why some people will choose to come to China in 2023 or right now or in the future. Why is China a most desirable place to come? I don't know if you guys can hear me because of the noise. I mean the background music. I'm wondering if you can hear me. So right now I am planning on doing a sound check. That's why I'm quiet. I want to hear if I can be heard clearly. I want to hear if I can be heard clearly. Just give me a moment. Oh, hello. Thank you so much for joining. I don't know how to pronounce your name. If you guys can hear me properly, then thank you. So we'll go ahead we'll continue with the live. Okay, so I'll start with a little bit of my story. For me, coming here to China was something that I did not plan on, something that I didn't choose. For me, if you saw my last life, you know the story time where I actually came here because of a man. But irregardless of that, the other reasons why I narrowed out China was because of I knew that it had so many things that would be good for me, aside from coming here following a guy. So I would discuss, for me personally, why we chose, me and the person that I came with here, why we chose China was really because of its affordable universities. If you know, some universities in first world, they are so expensive, and sometimes the money that you can pay to study in Canada, to study in America, is equivalent maybe to the amount that you pay here for maybe 2 years studying here in China. So it's half the price. Some of the reasons why I came here, and also just their cultural diversity. Right now I'm just listing some of the things before we get right into the video. So this is what inspired me to coming here, and also it has a friendly environment. So why people might choose to come to China in 2023, these are maybe some of the reasons why it can make somebody to come here, but I want to point out something that different, something that changed. I don't want it to be political, because somehow it is aligned, but on this channel I believe that the reason why I am doing these videos is for only cultural exchanges and awareness, and help somebody come up with a decision, to help somebody make a decision on, should I come to China, given all the possibilities, all the choices, all the cards on the table. I wish somebody would have done this for me if I was choosing to go to a country. I wish I also had this platform where I could take a look at what it would look like if I would go to China, what it would look like if somebody showed me. I would really have been appreciative. That's what I'm trying to do for you guys. So I wrote down a few points. And the first thing is stability. For me personally, it's stability. I feel like China is one of the countries that you will have stability going forth. Like, you know how people are predicting about the financial crisis, and some people are even saying the depression is here, inflation is rising. And I feel like if you would come to China, you would still have stability. Why I'm saying this is because China is, as you guys know, if you buy things in the supermarkets, you find out that most of the things are written made in China. And this just shows that everything they're going to be exporting so many goods, and when they export, they're going to be there's going to be growth in their financial system. So I know that out there are articles talking about China's financial crisis, blah 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 blah. But it's just people creating. It's just narrative, and I feel like if you would come to China with all these things going around, you would be offered stability, because one, their markets will be growing due to those exports, due to their trade, and I feel like life will continue being the same even when others are facing financial crisis, because it is the biggest producers of things. I don't know if I'm coming off clear to you guys. The second thing that why people usually choose China, why I also chose China, is China has greater opportunities. And as you guys see, like when you're in China, you find that there are so many businesses, the same businesses, but they'll be trading. Like you would find that in one mall, maybe you find that supermarkets that are selling the same things, but all of them, they never run out, they never go bankruptcy, because I believe that in China there is a market for everyone. There are opportunities for everyone. All of us can start doing, like, if even I'm from Zimbabwe, I'm a Zimbabwean, I can start doing import and export business. And also my friend, another Zimbabwean, can also do import and export business, but we won't be out of resources. It's just like that. Opportunities are there. The market is like, you can literally start your own company here. There's so many foreigners after graduating that are opening their companies and they're thriving. There are so many articles where you hear kids that I came to China to study, or I came to China as an exchange group and they ended up staying in China. It's because of these things that they see in China, these things that make them push them, like, oh, if I can get an opportunity here and do so well, then why not stay and get better at what I am doing? And also, the job market here in China is huge. Like, I don't want to lie to you, the job market is huge. And also, as you know, China right now is having an aging population. There haven't been people giving birth in the last 3 months. And very soon, with such an aging population, they will need people to be doing this kind of businesses. They will need people to be working for them. They will need people to be in industries, isn't? And that alone, because it manufactures for so many people, that alone is opportunities for everyone. And the next thing I wanted to talk about, because of time, I'm just going to rush this out, because I don't plan on making my lives so long. And if you're joining me for the first time, please do not forget to thumbs up, subscribe, and join the honeychild family. And right now I am talking about why if you joined late, we are discussing why some people may choose to come to China now or in the future being tomorrow, 2023, beyond 2023. So yeah. And also now I'm just gonna go ahead and read some of the comments. Ray says, really appreciate your efforts. Oh, thank you so much. I have been in China from 2018 to 2020 for my master's. Wow, that's really long time. Are you still in China, or you left? And if you are still in China, do you relate with what I'm saying? Please do comment down below. And what are your thoughts about your stay here in China? What are your thoughts? How was your experience? What made you come to China? Please do comment down below, and we can discuss as we go. So, oh no, I came back home. Oh, so how was your stay? How was your stay here in China? Like, what made you leave? What made you leave China, and also what made you decide to move to China when you were studying here? What made you want to come to China? As it is the topic for today. What made you come? Anyway, as he or she replies, we are going to move on. So I talked about stability. I talked about greater opportunities. The third thing is safety. In China, I don't want to lie to you guys, safety level is 100, like it's top notch. You could literally walk out of your house 12 midnight and not be scared to be killed or kidnapped or raped, or some of those things that make you be scared to travel during the night, you see, or mugged. You see, in China there is always surveillance cameras everywhere 24/7. Like, you could walk out of your building and there are cameras, so you don't need to be scared for your life. I feel like there was an article that says China is one of the safest places to be right now in the world, and trust you me, it's not a lie. You could, like, even the way the crime rates, they are really, 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 they are really, really low. For me, when I was studying here in China, I was studying in another city. I was studying in Hangzhou. Then I had to move from Hangzhou and I came to Changchun. Right now I am in Changchun. And for some people, if back at home relating to Zimbabwe, maybe you could be scared to move from one city to another without knowing anyone, without having someone to ask, like, how is the life there? How is the living? But in China, what I've noticed is everything is the same everywhere. The same kind of safety that you get in big cities is the same kind of safety that you can also get in small cities. They it's the same, you see. I don't need to say, when I get there, what am I going to do? Trust you me, everything will be just like smooth. If you need help, the only barriers is maybe if you don't know language, because if you want help, you need to communicate in Chinese. But other than that, if you want to be assisted, you could find someone and they can assist you. Okay, so okay, then I talked about stability, greater opportunities, safety, yeah. And also, she says, China is a land of opportunities. I was living in Xiamen. It was one of the best experiences in my life. Things that made me come here were the scholarships and the better education system. Very true. Like, if you apply for the CSC scholarship, government funded, you get sometimes you get fully funded depending on which one you applied for, and also your credentials. China's, I don't want to lie, China's education system also is really, really, really great. My study experience from 2017 to 2021, it was very smooth, so long you paid your fees on time. If you are self-funded, everything else, going to classes, it was smooth. And even their grading, how they mark like attendance, exam, and it gives you room to really push. And it doesn't, like, if you're like a student that is really slow during the time periods of semesters, they really help you push, because teachers will constant sometimes teachers, like for me, Chinese was one of my hardest languages. I struggled learning Chinese, and I remember one day my teacher actually came to me and say, I wrote it it was after I wrote a test, a mock test, then I failed. Then she actually came to me and said, if you want help, don't be shy to ask. And just her telling me that she's there for that, just her telling me that the door is open, it made me feel like, they are considerate, they actually want me to learn, and it also pushes me. Also, I'm a she. I'm a girl. Oh, so sorry. From now on, I will remember. Every time I see your name on live, I'll know it's a she. Okay. I felt more secured in China than even my home country. That's very true. Like, I don't wanna lie, or I don't want to maybe slut shame my own country, but the crime rates, everything, I don't know. Like, China just makes it, you just feel safe. You don't need to be like, I need to rush home, because if I don't rush home, I would be killed, I will be mugged, I will be stabbed. Nothing like that here. Then also the next thing I want to talk about is affordable lifestyle. I talked about stability, I talked about greater opportunities, I talked about safety. Now we're going to talk about affordable lifestyle. Some people might think when I say affordable lifestyle, I mean life is cheap here. No. All I'm saying is, compared to the first world, the West, and maybe even our countries, somehow, you see, things are really, 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 there's a room for affordable lifestyle. Like, I could live, like, right now I am working, I'm an ESL teacher here in Changchun, but there are days that, because I'm a one person, I don't have a big family, and maybe even if you're coming here for like studying, you're still singular, you're still one person, you see. So maybe my budget and your budget can be similar, and I can spend maybe like 100 and 150. That's after buying groceries and whatnot. 100 and 100 to 150 per week, UN, which ranges 14 to 21. And when I'm saying this money, it's not money for groceries, no. It's money for things like transportation. It's money for things like, maybe I want to buy myself a little bit of ice cream, or I just want to go from point A to point B, or maybe I just want vegetables. And you see, some people here in China, I've came across students that survived on $100 a month for groceries. And I'm just saying, per week you can spend 150 or 100 RMB, that's Chinese yuan, in a week. And some people actually lived off of $100. They could buy groceries, pay their bills, and also, what do you call it, still go out and have fun with friends. This money is not inclusive of rent, it's not inclusive of it's not inclusive of water bills and gas. It's just money for groceries, and just pocket money, let's call it pocket money. So if you want to see cost of living here in China, I did a video on that. Please, you can check it on my YouTube channel. Just go on my page, you go on playlist All Things China, or living working in China. I've done a video and I've made playlists for you guys, so that maybe because I do videos about almost everything, I'd like to just create playlists because I get different viewers who come to my channel for different reasons. So for that, I've just simplified everybody's life by not scrolling all my videos and just going to the playlist that you are looking for. So less cost of living, especially if you're a minimalist person like me. That's what I was explaining. If you're a minimalist person, trust you me, you will live off life simple. If you are not a huge spender, you will relate more with this affordable lifestyle. But overall, even transport cost here in China compared to other countries, very low. Rent, depending on the area you want to live, you can really also find good affordable housing here in China at a reasonable price. And also food here, I feel like food is the most cheapest thing in China. Like, food here is the most cheapest. Like, I don't know, and there are so many joints that you can try out. You know, you could, like, with 50 kwai, you could buy food for the whole day and still have change for tomorrow's breakfast. That's how China is for you. If you buy your baozis in the morning, you in the afternoon you go and eat your chow fan, then maybe later you eat something huge, maybe go to a fancier restaurant. You see, you'll be full. You see, and chow fan is just fried rice, and there are different kinds of fried rice. Let me go back to the comment section and see what my viewers are saying. Yeah, you are right. Moving to different cities is the same. True. The similar housing systems, living standards. That's very true. I've seen that. I haven't traveled much in China, but the little cities that I've traveled to, like the few cities that I've gone to, I've noticed that everything is just the same. Their government is the same everywhere. I was a CSC scholar, fully funded, 300 stipend per month. 3,000, sorry. 3,000 is a lot of money. I can't even, depending on your needs. Now, depending on your needs. Personally, I'm such a minimalist person. Like, I don't like buying a lot because I feel like here in China, I am not living here permanently. I'm just here for the opportunities and just bettering myself, just finding capital so that I can go back home and reinvest in my country. And for me, 3,000 as a student, I would pay all my bills. And if you're living on campus, obviously you have accommodation already granted to you on a scholarship, so you don't need to pay rent. All you have to do is pay water and your electricity and maybe your hot water card, and the rest I can even invest in something, you see. So as a student, you can actually, from the money that you're getting for monthly stipend, you can actually even do much more with it. You can even start a small business because everything is manufactured here. You can start a small business, import, export. You're going back, sending things back home, and you're even getting more profits. You're a student and you're also doing something else that doesn't require you to have maybe a visa or a work visa. And even if you want a work visa, nowadays, I also did a video that now students in China can work as long as what you're doing, what you're studying, and what you want the work visa, the job that you got is aligned, and your school supports and signs off on that. Yes, teachers are very helpful. I can relate to that. That's very true. I also had messaged you on Instagram. Oh, please check it again. I asked for some kind of advice. So I appreciate. I will do that. I will check my Instagram right after this live, and I will talk to you about that more. I really like your videos. They are so thorough and really helpful. You explain everything so beautifully. Honestly, you are a big help. Thank you so much. Thank you. This kind of comments are the ones that melt my heart. Thank you very much. I want to be a voice to somebody. I want to help somebody. Something that I wish I also had in my life, I also want somebody else to have. Even if now I have other people that help me in this scenario, I also want to be a voice to some people that that don't have that in their life. And I want it to be authentic and real and honest and no shade. Everything just beautiful. Anyway, the last point I wanted to talk about is there is work-life balance here in China. As much as people portray China as to be having the most workaholics people, I believe there is a work-life balance here, because the only thing is the time that they choose to do this work-life balance. Because here in China, the city, it's like the country never sleeps. From 5 a.m. there are people working, and from throughout the day you find that there are shops that are always open, 24-hour shops. But because other people, different shifts, after other people go in the morning, other people go in the afternoon, other people go in the evening, it makes it have like people have time with their families. Like there's a parent that I tutor her kids on weekends. She's a doctor, and she was explaining to me how at first, like in her career, she thought like the career path that she chose, being a doctor, is something that, especially with this epidemic and pandemic, doctors are really needed on the front lines, because they're the ones that work in the hospital. So she was like just telling me that how she thought she would not be able to have time with her family. Should always be at the hospital, because sometimes it's 24, there's an emergency. But she was telling me she's really grateful how she's raising her daughter. She can be able to be around her child, see her child grow, do activities with her, something like that, you see. Whereas in other parts, you don't have work life. Like if you just go to work, come back, sleep, go to work, come back, sleep. But yeah, even after work, you still have things to do, because you can go to the shopping malls, they'll still be open. You can go to have nice dinner after work, dress up, go enjoy yourself, maybe go have a drink, go play with friends. But in my country, it's something that we don't have. Like it's not popular, because of people are just like, hey, by 10 p.m. in the evening I need to be home. It's an African thing. Whereas sometimes people are scared to be murdered, people are scared to be stabbed because of the crime rate. Here you can move around freely and still have work, have life after work. Also, there are different things that you can do. You can traveling also is one thing. Like you can be in 2 cities or 3 cities, visit 2 or 3 cities in one day. This is how China is. Like you can move freely. Like today in the morning I'm in Beijing, tomorrow I'm in another totally different provinces, I mean. So what I'm saying, in my country also, we can't do that. We can't just be traveling, because you need to plan ahead. And here in China, these things are possible. Anyway, this video I've already extended by 10 minutes, but not to worry, because it's such what can I say? It's such broad discussion about, and reasons. These are not the only reasons why people can come to China. Like not only that, there are so many, and today I just felt like we talk about this. Of course there's going to be a part 2 going forth, and on the part 2, like I was saying, like I was asking, if you are watching and you're in China, please do comment down below, so that the next part 2 I can discuss the comments and discuss some of you guys' views on China, like, if you've been to China, what was the experience like for you? How did you see China? Was it nice? How was the experience for you? Let's just discuss, and we in the comment section, then we can the next part 2, I can see other people's views. Of course, I wanted it to be like a podcast kind of thing where I can invite guests and we do this discussion online. But unfortunately, because right now my city is currently on lockdown, we can't do human interaction. I can't gather people and discuss, or I can't go around interviewing foreigners about it. But what I would try to do is, maybe I would try to ask my friends, maybe if they are willing, or just anybody who is in China, just if they are free or they are comfortable to just have their voice or their faces on my YouTube channel, they can just record themselves a short clip of why they decided to choose China, so that apart from my voice, you can also have other people, you can hear other people's voices, other people that are maybe in my circle or outside my circle. I can put on a post on Instagram, maybe people can engage, some people that I haven't met, so that maybe it doesn't sound too biased. You can have an authentic report. So anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching this video. If you had stayed until this end, this time, the end of this video, is I love you so much, and I really do appreciate you wholeheartedly. And before leaving, please do not forget to like this video, so that my videos can be suggested. It helps my videos be suggested. And please share this video with somebody you know that they want to come to China. They are making a decision. Obviously, right now, we are heading towards the next year intake season, and also already people are already applying for scholarships, and people are already looking forward to, they're already planning. So it might help somebody. Please do share this video with somebody you know that they are considering China. And thank you for watching. I love you guys. Bye, honey child. See you in my next video, which is tomorrow. Every day I am doing lives, unless something comes up, and of course I post on my community tab. Also, do check that one out for any updates, or also my social media platforms to keep informed. Bye.